We're going to look at the design envelope that you should have received from your instructor. If you haven't, please see your instructor for a copy. Basically what this is a set of rules that tell us what kind of range basically each measurement of the car. And there's some specific ranges that everything must fall into. Of course, we have our side view and our top view, and these should be familiar to you from your thumbnail. We're going to go through a couple of critical points on this sheet that really tend to be a problem. First of all, we'll zoom over here and take a look at the body width at the axles. The body width, when we measure from body side to body side, right at that axle point, needs to be between 1 3/8 and 1 5/8. And that, as a decimal, the 1 3/8 is actually 1.375. Now that's true in the front of the car, and if we swing around, also in the rear of the car. You might also notice, if we pan back here, you'll see that the minimum body width needs to be at least 1/2 of an inch. And that is between the two axles themselves. That body width cannot be any less than 1/2 of an inch. Now, looking over to the total car length, that's indicated by this measurement right here. That needs to be between 8 inches and 12 inches. So it can be as short as 8 inches or as long as 12 inches or anywhere in between. There's a couple other critical components here. One is the body height at the rear axle. You'll notice this measurement right here tells us the body height of the rear axle, and we measure that from the bottom of the rear wheel to the top of the car. That has to be 2 1/4 inches minimum, or 2.25 inches. If it's too short, the car will be illegal. And also, if it's too short, there's a big risk of cutting into this compartment that's been drilled out for your CO2Dragster cartridge. So you need to be conscious of that. The other part that I always ask students to take special attention to is your axle placement. Now, your axle placement range on this sheet says between 1/8 of an inch and 3/8 of an inch. That actually should be done at exactly 1/4 of an inch on center. So from the bottom of your workpiece to the actual center of the axle hole should be 1/4 of an inch. Now, on your full scale drawing, you'll see that that's 2 blocks because that's an 1/8 inch scale block. So that is the overview of your design envelope. And you want to refer to this often to make sure that you don't have any issues with your measurements.